Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm a pre-K teacher, mother to two beautiful girls, and I enjoy making content on the side. So this has been the first 6 weeks of school, so I wanted to pop in here and I wanted to show you guys a couple of books and ideas, book ideas that you can use in your classroom for the first few weeks of school. And even if you're not a teacher and you're a mom, or you want to purchase some books, if you're an aunt, uncle, sister, brother, and you're thinking about some book purchases that you want to purchase, this is the video for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. So in my last video, check out my last video, I put teacher must-haves, and this is one of them. These are the mesh zippers. This is the biggest size they have. And what I put in here is books. I put some puppets. Literally, you can put whatever you want inside these mesh bags, and they're amazing. I personally feel like they're better than the Ziploc bags. And so it's good to store and organize. So a couple of books here. The first book that I want to share with you guys is this book here. Is called Open the Preschool Door. I use this with some props with the children because children enjoy visuals, and it's also great to, you want to catch their attention when you're reading, and you want to change your voices from time to time as well to captivate their attention. So this is a great book because it goes through the many things that we do in the classroom on a daily basis so that the children know exactly what to expect, what to know, and what are things that we do. For example, it says, if I need to use the potty, where do I go? So it's kind of like a little pop-up book, and you can ask the children, where do you think we go to use the potty? Right, the bathroom. So this is a pretty good, simple, quick, easy book for the children. My next book that I have here is Hands Are Not for Hitting. So I usually read this book during week 4 when we talk about our class rules. And this is also a really good book that I use with props. It's very enjoyable because it goes through, as you read the book, it goes through what can you do with your hands besides, right? We don't want them to hit. So what can we do with our hands? We can draw. We can play with our hands. So it gives them ideas of things that we can do with our hands. We can build. So this is also another quick, simple book for children. Simple, quick, easy. Here's one more. This one is called The Feelings Book by Todd Parr. I usually do this the first week of school. I start off with the feelings book because we really want to acknowledge our students' feelings, right? Just as much as we want our feelings to be validated, children also expect that, and we should validate children's students, especially 2, 3, 4 years and up. So this is a great starter to check in with their feelings. And I'm such a huge fan of Todd Parr. I love him. He's amazing. So this book really goes through the emotions. I use props as well for these. Sometimes I feel silly, sometimes I feel cranky, and I'll go through the emotions with the children, and I'll ask, what do you think is happening in this picture? Is he feeling silly? Is he feeling sad? And these are ways for the children to engage as well as you're reading the book, and you're also checking for their understanding. Sometimes I feel like dancing. You guys can get up and dance and do a little movement if the children are wiggly. So this is another excellent must-have book for those first 6 weeks of school that you should have in your library. Going along with the next one, there was an old lady who swallowed some books. I think this is for the older crew. I also have props for these as well. And this is just amazing. There's so many of these series books, right? She goes through all the things the materials that you have in the classroom. It's just a cute, silly, simple book as well, interactive for the children. Then we have one that has rhyme and repetition that the children love is Polar Bear, what do you see? So it's very repetitive, and it has animals, so it definitely engages the children. So it goes through the different animals. I hear a boa constrictor. Boa constrictor, boa constrictor. What do you hear? What do you think the boa constrictor is going to see next? It's a... And you allow the children to think about what character is going to come next, or what animal is going to come next in the story, and they just love it. So they can make that connection with like animals they have seen in the summer. What animals have you seen? So it's a good, cute, catchy book as well for the beginning of the school year. I truly enjoy this book as well. Moving along, guys. Whew, that is a mouthful. The Color Monster. This is another feelings book, which is also an amazing book. And, you know, the monsters go through different emotions in the book. As you can see, emotions in the jar. So another quick, simple activity you can do is you can find the little color monsters, color them, and perhaps you can put them in the jar. Also, Dollar Tree sells some jars, right? And you could have children sort with the color pom-poms, red, yellow, blue. That could be another great activity that you can do with this beautiful, amazing book as well. So this is also a must-have in your collection. Moving along, by the way, I have all these books in my little tote bag here for the first 6 weeks. This one is one of my all-time favorites, Llama Llama Mrs. Mama. I read this book literally the first day. It goes hand in hand with also The Kissing Hand, which I don't have, but that's also a great purchase, The Kissing Hand with the little raccoon. But this one is also amazing because, you know, children, this for the majority of the pre-Kers is their first experience in school, so where obviously it's very normal for them to have tears, for them to cry. So we really, as teachers, want to acknowledge that. So this is one of my favorite books because it really goes through the stages of how Llama is feeling when he's going to school. The things that he does in school, throughout school, as he's waiting for his mama. Here's a little chugga chugga chew with a captain and a crew. Would the llama like a ride? Right? And then it just goes through his motions. Llama hates that book. So he's feeling very sad throughout the book, and he's missing his mama. But at the end, as we can see, right, he's going through the emotions just like our pre-K students are. At the end of the book, he loves his mama. Llama finds out something new. He loves his mama, and he finds out that mama is always going to come back. So this is such a joy to read. The children love it. It helps when those tears are running, and just to reassure them that mommy will always come back. So another must purchase in my library for sure. The family book, if you're talking about family, you're talking about your family tree, having your parents bring in a family photo. This can go hand in hand as well as you talk about different families. It's another Todd Parr book. As you can see, I'm such a huge fan of him. Some families are the same, and it really goes through like the different families that we have, and this is just a must-have in your collection as well. Almost there. I have 2 more books to show you guys. Yes. Another feelings book. Glad Monster, Happy Monster. You really don't have to prep any props for this. I think pretty much the book is a prop in itself, right? It goes through the emotions, and this one says, try on the yellow monster mask. What mask? What makes you glad? Right? And you could have one of your students come up and pretend to be the glad monster, right? And everyone's laughing and excited. So this is another great book to have in your collection, to go through all those feelings, and it's very nice, colorful for the children as well, and they will gravitate to this excellent find as well. And a purchase, I was looking online over the summer and I came across this book. It's called Isabella's Day at School. Again, another feelings book, and it goes through the emotions. But what I loved about this book in particular is that it came with these little emotion puppets. And I introduced this the first week of school when we talked about feelings, and my children absolutely loved it. It was amazing talking about feelings and also using the puppets to complement the story as well. We acted out the feelings together: happy, sad, angry, mad. And another idea you can do is, I've done this in previous years, is I've done color cards. Right here we have mad, here we have nervous, here we have happy and sad. So I started off with the feelings book, and then I did a paper plate activity where the children, I asked, how are you feeling today? Some would say that they're happy, so I gave them a yellow crayon and they would color their paper plate. They were also given open-ended art materials for them to create their own feeling puppet. So that was really nice after reading this book. And another quick activity you can do with these cards along with these puppets is I had the children match the puppet to the card. So for example, how is this little guy feeling? He's feeling sad. And then I've had them match the sad picture to the sad, and then the happy face to the happy boy, and so on and so forth. So this was also a quick activity for them, for the children. So that is today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you guys have some of these in your library. If not, I hope you check out your local library, or if you want to purchase some of these books. These are a must-have in my collections for the first 6 weeks of school, where we are introducing children to our feelings, introducing them to the classroom environment, introducing them to other peers and teachers. So I always start off with feelings and routines in the classroom, and it seems to be working for me. And yeah, so please, if you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And yeah, I will see you on my next one. Bye.